Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this session for Adiel's intern graduation presentation. I'm here as the moderator. My name is Shelin from the HR team, and we have Adiel from the awareness team. Currently, is our digital marketing intern, and later on he'll tell us more about his experience working in Bukit Vista during the past 3 months. And here in the room, we also have the team members from the awareness team, especially in this case. Let's see. Okay, we got quite a few people over here. We have Gani, we have Divanda, we have Garrett, Ola, Kak We, as well as Sabrina. All of them from the awareness team, yeah. So here to support for Adiel's presentation today. And all right, maybe that's a quick introduction for those attending this session right now. So, okay, let me pass the time to Adil then. So, this is your stage, and I'll pass the time to you to present your experience so far in Bukit Vista.
Okay, thank you, Kashan, for the introduction. As you said, I'll be presenting my internship graduation presentation, which I believe so far has been a delightful journey. Started from July until October as of now as a digital marketing intern. So before start, I like to begin with a backstory. So actually, one of my first impression of Bukit Vista is to their BVE talk. At that time, there was this e-talk called Growth Marketing 101, which I saw in my school email address. I was kind of interested at the start, so I decided, why not? Let's see. I went to the webinar where I met Jing and Stan Ivan and David Taylor Smith, and they talk about digital marketing, growth marketing, and so forth, which I was kind of interested in. So Bukit Vista has been in my mind ever since, like a year ago. And then fast forward to 10 months, this is me. This is in Rennes School of Business, my university double degree program. And they required me to do an internship for about 2 to 3 months. So I figured, hey, I just remembered Bukit Vista. Why not join their internship program? It's remote and it seems interesting. So I decided to give a shot, and this is me applying. Except my feed is probably not like this, I think. Uh, all right, so moving on. So some of the first weeks I did is actually doing HAR or hospitality and reservation work. I think this is mostly to understand the user empathy and guest sites and knowing more about the business operation of day-to-day Bukit Vista. I mostly work on the Airbnb listing, so adding some caption images and fixing some of the descriptions so the listings are more accurate, as well as responding to guests in their reservation inquiries. Some of the notable things I've seen from working in Airbnb reservation is to anticipate and offer what the users want before they ask for it. In this case, even though that the guest asked how many desks are there, I also said that yes, we do have, but also we have a good Wi-Fi, so ensuring that their working capabilities are met in the listing, which helps for my future content creation later on. Other than that, I also find some of the factors that actually rank within Airbnb listings or Google search. In terms of Airbnb, I found that actually responding fast to inquiries and having good reviews can actually quite rank you on top in terms of the Airbnb listing. And this kind of approach is still carried on to me, but finding some of the SEO metrics for Google search and other social medias and so forth. But other than that, most of my work is actually finding digital leads. In this case, property potential owners. There's three main things I mostly focus on, which is online canvassing, which I carried for a month, where I actively find for properties and their contact information and send to BD team. SEO work, which is optimizing our current website and SEO. So uh, owners that are actively trying to find villa management services are more likely to reach out to us, as well as Facebook, optimizing Facebook groups, as well as our Facebook page to provide relevant content to potential property owners. As I mentioned before, most of the work I did is on SEO work. So this includes doing keyword research, finding keywords that relate to property management services, and including in some of the contents and website page description. Uh, in this case, I use a pretty cool tools called Ahrefs for SEO, which Bukit Vista has, I think, implemented for the first time, which is pretty cool. Other than that, I also work on backlink partnership with other websites, increasing our domain authoritativeness by partnering with these, as well as publishing EAT content or expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness contents in blog posts. So other websites have sort of reference point to backlink to our websites and optimizing off-page SEO. Other than that, also help with the on-page copywriting. Um, Actually recommended by our SEO consultant, Ryan Mason, and changing some of the meta descriptions to have a higher click-through rate when visiting our search engine result page for the first time, and redirecting the Manage My Property page to Bali Villa Management so it avoids page cannibalization and improving the overall experience of the users. Some of the technical aspect, I also input a plugin to optimize image for page speed. This helps with the website um, user experience and core web vitals. So also giving a better user journey and fixing some of the broken links and internal link audit using Hrefs tool again and adding these OG meta tags, which basically helps Google to find out what our website is actually is based on the keywords and so on. So it ranks for a particular keywords that we want. Other than that, I'm also involved in the IPM page or Intelligent Property Management page. This is basically a website mostly focused on property investors because from keyword and market research has found that actually property investment ranks quite a bit in terms of users. I mostly help in designing the page layout and content using Figma and WordPress and optimizing the page iteration by A/B testing in Google Optimize, as well as analyzing the page performance and user activity using Hotjar and Google Analytics. But one of the key points that Bukit Vista taught me also is to don't assume use data. So when trying to create this page, I tried to be as analytical as possible. So using a Hotjar to find out where the users actually click on our website, where their main interest, finding the page speed insights to find if our website is actually loading as it should, using Google Analytics to see where most of the traffics are from, and Google Optimize to see which kind of versions the web page is likely to be most attractive to our users. And yeah, I think that's a key insight for me also. Using data could help with our decision making and could lead us to the right direction in the future. Other than that, I also is involved in managing our current Facebook page. Here are some of the posts that I created in the meantime. One of them is the Property Partner Awards, where we highlight some of our property owners and their achievements, reposting some of our blogs and some of the partnerships that we have in the past to share, as well as some of the features that we currently share through our Facebook page, community post, and other to increase our awareness and sort of try to find property owners that are active in Facebook. Besides that, I tried this mini project of email follow-up. So before potential owners requested a consultation, there's no follow-up. They just are basically left for business development team to contact them after receiving their contacts. But now with the help of the product development team, we can actually send an automated messages after they request a consultation so they can know some of the steps they need to take if they were interested in partnering with us, such as scheduling a message. As you can see, here are some of the response when they're sending an inquiry, and we can actually see some of their informations on Slack through Integramat, which is more automated now and more clear of where the users are from, and what they're currently at the stage at. Other than that, I also try to help expand Bukit Vista brand awareness. This is from previous backlink partnership and potential partners. So more people are more aware of the service we do. This can be in the form of an application banner or blog page articles, reviews, and so forth. And yeah, and these are some of the general performance, but I tried to increase some of the page views from the Bali Villa management over the past 3 months, as well as increasing the total amount of impressions and click-through rates to our websites. I think what I mostly gathered is actually using SEO can be pretty good strategy in not only increasing our awareness but converting them to leads as they're more active in their search and so on. And yeah, but other than work, I also had a lot of fun working here. It's not just about working hard. I think it's also about playing hard. I was involved in a couple of happy hours where I get to play a couple of fun games. In this case, I was with Ola in a drawing competition game, which was quite fun. Thank you, Ola, for that. Also got the chance to moderate and be a host for all hands, which helps my public communication skills and yeah, joining other farewell parties and so forth in the companies. I think it's quite good to have a bit of fun. And yeah, some of the lessons learned is actually being hospitable. This is me. I hosted like a dinner and gathering with my friends, which I probably wouldn't have done so otherwise because um, I don't know, I'm a bit shy, but while working in Bukit Vista, being hospitable, meeting new people and interacting, it's quite fun. So I figured, why not? It's quite nice actually. Other than that, working remotely and time management skills, because I mostly work online, I need to structure my day right with a clear structure, so everything is on nice, and this includes using Google Calendar to manage my time more wisely. Other than that, I learned on how to optimizing different digital channels, and this involved finding the right content, the medium audience time, and engagement strategy. So your digital channels are more effective in reaching the right audiences, as well as finding some of the ranking factors for SEO. Some of the uh, key highlights for me is that in this property management Bali, I think is currently ranked number one. And even though that takes quite a bit of time, I think the results can pay in the future. And yeah, those are some of the lessons learned. I think some message for future Visterns is just ask questions, be curious because new perspectives are always welcome here. I think that's because we're an innovation startup, so you're always welcome. Fail fast, so taking failure by using it as a learning opportunity for growth, not just doing anything, but be active. And don't forget to have fun. So just get to know your peers during happy hours and be active. Because what's work without having a bit of fun? And yeah, that's it for my internship. I'd like to thank everyone involved for making my internship as delightful as possible. This includes Mr. Jing for giving me the opportunities, insightful discussion, feedbacks, and giving me the chance to experiment and work well here at Bukit Vista. I want to thank Shelin for the overall onboarding process and internship throughout me. You've been a great HR and a good mentor, I think, to talk to. I want to thank Kagani for being a caring and funny mentor, checking up on me every morning, asking me if I have breakfast, but also giving me marketing advice and insight into Bukit Vista and some branding advice also. I want to thank Kawe and Divanda for being a cool kakak class or kakak tingkat in being fun and helpful along the way. I want to thank Garrett, my partner in digital marketing, for your insights in Google Ads, helping me with my projects and offering advice as well as being a sort of a friend throughout this time. Also, thank Ola, my crime and happy hour partner. You've been fun in collaborating and doing this different projects. as well as Sabrina. In usually meeting her at URC and doing some of her work in HR really inspires me to do more. And yeah, I also want to thank a couple other teams like BD team, PD team for the collaborations and other Bukit Vista members. So far, it's been a delightful journey during my 3 months of internship. And yeah, thank you. Let's keep in touch. Here are some of my profiles if you want to follow. But yeah, thank you guys.
Okay. Woo! Nice. Thank you, Adiel. That's a very lovely presentation. I think we can see the transformation as well, like from the start when he actually interact with our guests, and then he's thinking of ways on how we can actually gain more awareness from the future guests or perhaps future partners through his projects in optimizing our SEO as well as our website. Like it's also like taking need to take the like you need to empathize as well, right, with the users. Like you need to see how the users like navigate within our pages and so on. So all of this have been like taken into consideration for Adiel's project that actually has resulted. So I think just now Adiel also mentioned, right, the result like compared to the previous 3 months like before he joined for his internship, right? All right. And okay, thank you, Adiel. That was an amazing presentation. And okay, let's continue to the next segment. So here, I think we actually got enough time, but let me see, yeah, gangs. If we got enough time for this session, I might actually like call everyone in this room. But if not, and I'll probably only like call a few people, yeah, in this case. So please do understand that there's a time constraint as well. Okay. So maybe first person I'd like to call out is Garrett in this case. So Garrett actually like he finished his internship previously and now he's here as a consultant to Bukit Vista, and he's been like working on SEO projects as well. So maybe a little word about your experience working with Adil, Garrett.
Okay, little word for me. Yeah. I Adiel, he is very very inspiring. I never thought that his ideas would be like so much more because at first, to be to be honest, to be very honest, uh, no offense, Adiel, but I thought like you were some kind of like beginner type of guy, you know. But like after working with you so after sometimes I see that even I think you are more fit, I think, as a digital marketer in Bukit Vista than I am. So I am very humble and I learned so much from you. And like, even though like there are like some stuff that is like related with coding or it is like, may I say like beyond uh, our skills, you still manage to get them done. And I think that is very inspiring for me.
All right, thank you, Garrett, for your for sharing your experience working with a deal in this case. So first impression is not always correct. All right, thank you, Garrett. Okay, maybe next. Perhaps can I go to Kak Wei? In this case, so I believe both you and Adil have also like worked in some projects, right? Maybe could you tell us more, Ni, about your experience so far?
Actually, me and Adil doesn't really work together that much because Adil works on the partnership, but I can really see the results that Adil had worked on, especially for the SEO for our website, and it is really really good. I can I can almost say that I learned from him about SEO, although I don't really uh, involved with others project, but I see every time he makes project, especially on the when he show it off on the OCI. So yeah, the work that Adil had brought to us is really beneficial uh, especially for the partners, as you can see the leads that he had gotten to us. That's so yeah, working with Adiel is really what bermanfaat lah. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Kawe. Even though kayak there may be like not a lot of chances or like opportunities to work together with Adiel the past 3 months. However, you can actually feel the effect, yeah. I mean, from Adiel's work that it actually like influence your result of your work as well as all of our works here are basically interconnected gitu kan ya kak. Alright. Okay, then okay, maybe like since we are actually like just not talking about like serious kind of topics nih based on like Adiel's work and projects, and maybe let's go a little bit like chill and fun nih. So Adiel just now mentioned that he previously hosted happy hour with Ola, right? In this case, so maybe Ola, can you like share a little bit more about the fun side of Adiel? So just now we're being like a little bit too serious, right? So maybe can you tell us more in this case?
Suara aku kedengeran nggak ya, Kak?
Iya, kedengeran.
BTW maaf banget aku kayak pelaku reportasi investigasi soalnya nih backlight dan I haven't really gotten the best spot buat Zoom dan lain-lain. Tapi iya asik sih karena I think kemarin-kemarin kita ada kayak perbedaan schedule gitu kan. Cuman I think we cover each other really well and he has great ideas juga kemarin with the certificate for happy hour, terus buat gamesnya, and it was really fun sih. Jadi nggak kayak Spanang gitu arranging happy hour with Adiel. So thank you Adiel for kemarin-kemarin. It was really fun. Itu.
Okay, thank you, Ola. So I think just now we have also heard from both sides. Yeah, I mean, as Adele mentioned, work hard, play hard. He works hard in his projects, but also play hard as well as and thinking deeply on how to entertain those like attending the happy hour session. Yeah. All right. Okay. Maybe this might be the last person in this case. So let me go to Gani. Gani is currently like Adil's mentor, as well as the vice lead of the awareness chapter. Uh, Mungkin agak banyak ya dari Gani, but let's see. Okay, maybe Gani can tell us more about like how's Adil performance so far during the past 3 months, and what is your thoughts perhaps on his potential or perhaps later on his like experience like that.
Okay, good morning everyone, and congratulations for Adil for finishing the internship. By looking at your presentation, I think it's really delightful because you're able to present your positively transformed in Bukit Vista on the internship program. But before I tell more about the performance, I like to tell the funny story. So basically, the first impression of to meet you, Adil, to having a discussion with you. At the first time, me and Mr. Singh thinks that this guy is very nerd, you know, apa kayak kutu buku gitu, like very shy, hesitant to talk, hesitant to asking something. But behind all of this first impression, I did have a huge potential. Like kayak anak perpustakaan lah, diam-diam tapi ilmunya banyak gitu loh kan, malu-malu ya malu-malu random tapi itu ternyata wow pinter banget anaknya gitu kan. Nah itu juga pelajaran buat kita semua, jangan don't judge book by the cover ya. like I was thinking that kayaknya anaknya kutu buku banget nih gitu kan. Yeah, that's a first impression me and Mr. Singh about you, Adil. But turns out you have a like I said, you have a very huge potential. As what I see on your presentation, I just realized that you have involved in many interesting projects, right? So start from the reservation, and then transfer into partnership squad and awareness, and start very beginning on the website improvement, and then go into a bit technical on the SEO stuff, and then you able to expand on the Facebook, on the article, and many more. So I was thinking that it's a interesting project. And what makes me most amazed is from all of your project that you are participated, most of them we can see in the result in the very short time. So it means that you work in very efficient. You already understand what is the problem and provide the solution in the correct time. So as you can what you present previously, we can see the real result in the short time. So this is very good, Adil, that show a real progression of you. And what makes me what makes me decide to offer you to be full time, actually it's based on this like like uh, Mr. Jing present on the URC meeting on the Monday. Okay, so hey sir, welcome. Yes, so we just having a Adil presentation on the IGP. Yeah, so I have explained that Adil have achieved the many project that he involved in, and we can see the real result in the short time. And I also explained that basically I saw Adil have a 5 states of the DHOC codes here. So I saw Adil already have the first basic like integrity, a second one have a big motivation, third one is have a capacity and for understanding, and the last one I think the knowledge or the skill. So this is show that the many project that he participated and involved in is have a result in the good way and very short time. So that's my comment for Adil. Yeah.
All right, nice. Thank you, Gani, and for sharing the DHOC's principle as well, yeah, for our hiring process in this case. So yeah, a little bit of a spoiler, right? So we offered Adiel a full-time position here in Bukit Vista, and he agreed. Yay! So we'll be basically sending processing the offer soon in this case. All right, and we actually we have Mr. Jing over here, yeah, I believe.
Rapidly in Bukit Vista, and I'm really proud to see that we've been able to break through new frontiers with some of the work that he's doing. I think Adiel is really pleasurable to work with. He has a high amount of understanding. It doesn't take too many times when we brainstorm to actually come up with the results, and he is able to carry on a project without supervision in a way that forwards the project. And there's been very few times when I've had to check over my shoulder and see what Adiel is actually doing. And every time I do check, the work is generally above expectations. So that is great. I think we've been able to get into a more, our rankings are still competing with other particular websites right now for SEO, but I think the direction we've gone is very strong. Adiel has also been able to absorb the knowledge and the wisdom that we've been getting from some of our SEO consultants, and been able to apply that to discover all kinds of particulars that we weren't even aware of, like our technical speed load on page times and 404 errors and all these particular things. And it's been I think it's a good place. I just wait to see the ranking actually go up, because I don't know why we're still like number 3 or 4 on SEO rankings. But overall, yeah, I think I'm very happy to see Adiel added to this company, and I think Gani and Wei and some of our other people like Gareth, Devanda can expect to see a reliable teammate on the team. I have one more comment, though. Shaylin. I think at some point we agreed that we should probably do a blog instead of a Canva. So let's see. Adiel, was your presentation in a blog format or a Canva format?
Because it's a presentation, it's in Canva format currently.
Oh, right. Okay. That goes to SEO, right? Gani, okay. That's also something I think we can maybe fix from today onwards, right? Is there a way that we can actually write it into a blog format? Because all that content, Shaylin, that we've been creating is actually excellent content that can actually support search engine optimization. But right now, because it's on Canva and it's not accessible by web, it just sits there kind of unknown in private files, right? Gani goes, yeah, that's right. So I think that's my major feedback here. All right, I'm done. I'll let you guys go. All right, see ya.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay. Jing actually dropped by just now. Even though he mentioned just now he was unable for this session, but yeah, we're really glad to have him coming here for this session as well. And all right. I think that concludes our session for today, gangs. In this case, so I'd like to thank you, thank everyone who has come for this session. Udah ngeluangin waktunya for to support Adiel for his internship graduation presentation. And yeah, even though Adiel is concluding his internship over here, later on in the near future, we'll have him back in the company, and let's see what are the exciting projects that he will do later on. Yeah. All right.